Is the MVD accidentally telling people it's time to get an admissions test and renew their registration when they're not nearly due? It happened to one couple, and the MVD doesn't know if it's happening to other people. News 13's Alex Goldsmith has the story.
Jessica, MVD now tells us it thinks this was an isolated incident, but it's also something many people wouldn't notice.
Just about every car driving Albuquerque's streets needs to have it, an emissions test to ensure your car isn't polluting too much. That test is valid for 2 years. So Lloyd Talbot got a little confused when he got the registration reminder for his Ford Aerostar. The reminder card had this phrase, quote, "emissions certificate required for this vehicle." So they got a new test.
We talked about it. I thought we did it last year. After we got the emissions test, we realized that we did do it last year, and it was supposed to be good for 2 years.
When they found the old test, they weren't happy.
It's a pain in the rear end because you got to take off work, go do it, you know, and then find out you did it already. You got to pay twice for it. You know, it's just not right.
It's what happens sometimes when you're dealing with a computer system that's over 30 years old.
State Taxation and Revenue Secretary Demesia Padilla says this was an MVD computer glitch that's now been patched up. Padilla tells us she's only heard of one complaint, but that they aren't sure how many other people are getting these notices when they shouldn't.
I would advise them to call the MVD offices, and we will certainly take care of the problem on a case-by-case basis.
Now, as for the Talbots, MVD says they'll credit the money they paid for the unnecessary emissions test toward their registration. Back to you.
Okay, Alex, MVD spent $5 million in 2010 to try and upgrade their computer system, but failed. Padilla says the state is still working on fixing the out-of-date system.